Karun, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me, Karun?
Yeah, I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Hi, very good afternoon.
Very good
All
afternoon.
good, sir. All good, sir.
I've seen that you had been following the challenge very diligently and posting your updates, and it was nice to read those every day.
Yes, that's absolutely okay. Although I was not able to meet some basic requirements of leading the dairy products, basically.
Yes, I saw that. You always mentioned I took my tea with some milk. How have you been?
All good, sir.
Wonderful.
Really?
I just wanted to have this call to connect with you and understand what this new role is about and what was your experience. How did it come together, and what will be the scope of the job?
Yeah. As such, this job is a port head job. Basically, I have been given opportunity by JSW for their full-fledged port of Jaigarh.
Okay.
As a port business head of Jaigarh.
JSW.
They are looking. That's a JSW Sajan Jindal. JSW Steel and all. That's a Jindal Southwest.
Right. Got it. Yeah.
Jindal Southwest. They are the leading biggest steel producer in this country, even above than Tata.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they are already also in energy. Actually, during this last 1 year, I have also been interviewed by the same group in the steel also and in energy also.
Okay.
And this was the third one. As I got information from them that still they were considering me as a very senior guy, so they were not finding a slot with them. That's one issue, because they have just now taken the mines in last year only. They have taken some mines in Odisha. Otherwise, they were not having the mine. They were all based on imported iron ore and all those things.
Right.
And JSW Energy, it's gone up to even JMD. It's the top decision maker. But later on, it has gone on hold.
Okay.
And this was the third opportunity when they have considered me for port business.
Okay.
Once that business, everything has gone well, then they might be within the group, they might have spoken with each other. Then energy people might have told that this position is still on hold. So they have still waited for 1 more month. Then finally they closed it and they have offered. So just before 5-6 days, they have offered the position when I have visited the location and everything I have seen gone through there.
Right.
So as such, this role is, we can say, basically I am a mining engineer, worked all through as a mining engineer.
Right.
But this is something totally different domain role.
Right.
As such, there is no mining as such. Yes, you can say rest of the business is same. Material handling part is very much there. The main business is material handling there at the port side.
Right. But I think they must have been able to see, the seniority of your experience and your transferable skills to be able to offer you this position.
Yes. I had a opportunity of personal interview once at Zoom and one at physical. Okay. And both the time, the top decision maker, he was Mr. Maheshwari. He was joint managing director in that JSW Infrastructure Limited.
Right.
So he was always saying that as far as marine part is concerned, you will have to learn lot many things there, because certainly it's a new environment for you, but rest of the business remains the same.
Right.
Ultimately, you'll have to go for the material handling, and the entire external world you'll have to manage. That's the community, external world of statutory clearances and all those things. And there, he saw me as a good strength in those areas of external affairs, basically.
Right.
So that's why he told me that I'm sure that you'll be able to deliver the things. So it's only my transferable skills which has carried entire weight for this entire opportunity. It's not the core strength, because core strength, certainly I'm not having anything. I'll have to learn from the scratch.
I think it is your interpersonal skills, your ability to work with teams and people, and handle complex operations is probably what they saw in your speak, which is why this came about.
I consider, because basically it was that JSW was in my target organization, because they are also nowadays it's a big miner in this country.
Correct.
With the steel and energy in operations, they are having in 1 or 2 years down the line, they will be the biggest miner of iron ore and coal in this country.
Right.
Because they have also bagged some iron coal in recent auctions. They have bagged 4-5 bigger mining operations of Odisha in 2020 February. So they are coming up in a big mining entity.
Right.
Other than Tata, Vedanta, this JSW will be the third one, and
Right.
the next one will be the Adani only. So these are my target organizations, because I have all through worked in a bigger organizations like Vedanta, Tata's, Hindalco's. So I was targeting as a mining professional there, but somehow it has clicked from some different sources. Some headhunter picked me and then connected me, and then it has gone like this. Then also I have had all this opportunity that I have been interviewed by JSW Steel people also, JSW Energy people also, and they are the third one in the same group.
Right. So, Karun, how many years of experience do you have when you came into the course, and how was the course helpful to getting you this opportunity?
Actually, I have worked in this industry for almost 30 years. And being a mining professional, I think if you have gone through my mails, last year, one incident has happened. Actually, I was working as a president mines in Usha Martin.
Yes.
The business of Usha Martin steel part has been hived off and sold to Tata Steel.
Right.
And Tata Steel, they have kept this business into Tata Sponge Iron Limited. That's their subsidiary.
Right.
Their subsidiary then later on changed the name and they become Tata Steel Long Products Limited. So I was leading the mining business there. But what happened?
I remember you speaking to me because that was a very unfortunate incident.
Yes.
That you got trapped.
Yes. What happened basically in this country, as we know, everything that lot many businesses has to be done with some things will have to do something. Palm greasing is a normal phenomena in this country.
Right.
So that fund generation program was happening in Usha Martin. So one fine morning, my MD, I'm reporting to MD TSLPL. So he called me up and told me that this has been done. So I think I told him that we have already discussed this part, that this is the real job done for the promoters. And if you want, we can connect directly to promoters. But somehow it has not happened, and finally I'll have to quit. So that was the unfortunate incidents happened in 31st January 20. So after that, I was looking for the various opportunities, including either job or business or something like that. So once it's an issue of January, then I came across your Facebook post and mails. Then I have started joining first mastermind class, and then I have entered into level 1 and level 2 in somewhere July, August 2020. So my basic purpose was I just wanted to see how can I make, because my exploration was going on for the job also and for the business also. So your course has helped me to basically consolidate what I am having. Although it's for 30 years when I am working, and I have worked for 3-4 organizations, so that's I am quite known in industry also. People are even know me by the name also, and they can very well approach. I can also approach lot many people if it is something like that. But I was looking at some role, because if I ask someone to give me a role, then they can give me a role, anything which is not up to my caliber or so. If it's a role which is having some challenges, if I can have that kind of role, then certainly that can fulfill my, what I can say, professional zeal. It's not the financial terms where I require something that, because after working for 30 years, the financial stability is already there in place. If I am having a working age for almost 10-15 years now, then certainly I would like to have something has to be impactful, that either in business or in professional life, I can make some impact or like that. So on that basis, I was looking for some opportunities. So when I joined your course, it really it helped me in the way that I was able to further consolidate the entire thing. Earlier, I was having the bits and pieces in everywhere lying there. So I really made all things into consolidation. And what happened with your courses, sitting on the paper and doing all the things and making some assignments, what happened? All the historical things have came into light. Actually, what happens? We are generally having only recency impact. Whenever we go for the interview, then we speak only of the recent parts. So if convertible, if the skills which are transferable also can help also 10-15 years back, we have done something which is also very impactful. We can narrate it like that. So those things happened like that I was able to scan through the entire career. What happens generally, when we approach for job search exploration, we generally stick to the recent parts only. That's okay, last 5 years I have done this part. But there might be things lying that yes, I have did lot many great things in past also, and that can be also converted into my strength nowadays also. So
Correct.
that thing really helps. The structured approach towards the job hunting, basically what I can say like that, this is the best part of these courses.
Great, great. Well, I'm very glad to know that you have taken the time to get into the framework in that manner. And I know you attended a lot of the mastermind calls as well.
Yes, I have attended almost 50% as a live and 50% recording I have heard, because actually I was not having the time match and everything about there. Because
Right.
I was also, and fortunately I was able to start something of my own also. I have entered into business arena also. In December, I have got some work order for the transportation contract of my old Vedanta, my older company.
Right.
Somehow it has worked, but it's not getting scaled up to that expectation of my expectation that I was looking for something, because what I have targeted, that this is my goal. The first year, my top line at least would be in there, some numbers will be there. So yes, I am there, but at least 30-40% of that top line number, I am already at the run rate of that particular part. But yes,
Right.
this opportunity is there. So now I decided to join this opportunity, and this business opportunity will continue in some other's name, and I will hand it over to some family member, and they will continue it, and then we'll see how it goes.
Right, right. So which exact port will you be managing now?
It's a Jaigarh port, just exactly between Mumbai and Goa.
Jaigarh port. Okay.
Hello? Jaigarh port.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Exactly between Mumbai and, it's between Mumbai and Goa, exactly near Ratnagiri. This port is currently having almost 50 million ton, 55 million ton handling capacity. And they are targeting to become 90 million ton handling capacity port by next 1 or 2 years. Project is already on. Currently, they are having 7 berths, and they are targeting to have 3 more. And they are handling all kinds of cargoes, bulk and oil, gas, and they are under construction. One container cargo is also they are having the plans to go for.
Excellent, excellent. And what is the title of the role, and what is the package that they have offered you now?
Title of the role is Vice President as a unit head of Jaigarh Port, who is also on the board of Jaigarh Port Limited. That's a subsidiary of Jindal Southwest Infrastructure Limited, JSW Infrastructure Private Limited. Currently, it's a closely held company, but they are going for IPO in next 2 years. And the CPC, what they have offered is 1.5 CR per annum.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You've made it to our Crore Club.
Thanks a lot.
That is wonderful. And Karun, how will you now approach this role? What are the things that you are thinking about?
That's the basic purpose. I just want to have some word of wisdom from you. Actually, I have already started my level 3 course. I am really excited to learn a lot of things. You can see if my career graph, if I analyze from my angle, my own perspective, what I feel that in any role, initial 3-4 years, I really do lot many things from my side. So you can say I do passionately the job. After 5 years, what happens? Things becomes like I consider that now I have done lot many things. So some pause things happens, and then I lose some interest. And this is my career pattern also. But if you go through my resume, you will find that after every 4 or 5 years, I have changed the job. And the basic purpose is that I'm losing the interest in that particular position, because if you are not seeing any bigger challenge later on, what happens? Because fortunately, I was in a business head role for last 15-16 years. And what happens every time when you initially delivered 4 or 5 years, you have delivered the goods. And then if you are not finding a bigger role in the organization, then suddenly you lose the interest. So then everywhere I will change the organizations there. So here I am finding a much better run up for me, because it's an entirely new subject. So initially, at least 3 to 6 months, it's a big learning course for me. I can say they are paying me for learning basically. It's not that I will be able to deliver them. I'll be able to deliver them after only 5 to 6 months. Then I will understand the business as a whole. Yes, external world I can manage, but that will not 100% of the game. I'll have to deliver what they expect, and even beyond that. So so from that perspective, I'm quite excited. Just I wanted to have level 3. I have started initial 4 or 5 lessons I have already gone through, but I really looking forward from your side, what kind of word of wisdom or advice you can give me, so I can take that into consideration to make this real in my entire career. What happened if I look back and try to analyze what went wrong and what went right. So many things went right. I can say 80% things went right, and I was able to grab the many opportunities and able to deliver good impactful results in the all kind of organizations. So fitment in any organizational culture within country, yes, I was able to fit in every type of culture.
Right.
But only thing, I was not able to sustain that kind of success for the longer period. This is the what I can say. You can say my weakness or my what happened in the past, that I was not able to capitalize on that what success I have achieved initial 4-5 years. How could I capitalize for the even beyond roles? Because so far I was limited to my domain role only. This time I'm getting an opportunity outside the domain. So it's a real tough challenge from the initial point of view. If I even succeed, then how to capitalize beyond this? That's a word of wisdom I'm looking for.
Karun, before I answer your question, can you describe a little bit of your life? I mean, your family, where you live, children, where are the children? If you could tell me a little more.
Yes. I'm a mining professional, basically graduated in '89. After that, I have worked, fortunate enough to have working with the very good organizations like Hindustan Zinc. That's a good one company. Then later on, it has been taken over by Vedanta. It has been privatized. The initial privatization in this country seen the first of the kind. Within Vedanta, we are able to create good impact. I worked for Hindustan Zinc and Balco also, and then again for the Hindustan Zinc expansion. Due to this diversity of my experience in aluminum side, I have been picked up by Hindalco. There I worked for almost 8 years in Jharkhand. That's earlier entire assignment was in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Then worked in Jharkhand for Hindalco 8 years. Then within the Aditya Birla, I have been moved to SL Mining for the coal operations. There also I have worked. Then Vedanta has called me back. My ex-boss has called me back to have some bigger challenge there. And there I was able to, although I had worked as a business head in Hindalco and delivered lot many things, but coming back to Vedanta and delivered a real big project. That the mine was closed for 3 years and I was able to restart it. That happened in 2013. So that made me, you can say today, known in mining industry, that people know me by name and people know that he can deliver the goods. What are the impossible things are considered that this cannot happen, especially in regulatory part. So there I was able to do it. Then I have been shifted by Mr. Anil Agrawal of Vedanta to Lanjigarh, its biggest pain, because once I have delivered here, he thought that he will be able to deliver the biggest, resolve the biggest pain, because he has invested almost 50,000 crores in Odisha in aluminium without having the mine. So with a single point target that we will have to get to the mines there in Odisha, I remained as a Lanjigarh refinery head for almost 1.5 years. That was also my other domain. That was not my perfect domain, but my basic target was to get the mine and run the refinery. There I remained for almost 1.5 years, but somehow I found it difficult because that particular project was requiring almost 4 to 5 or 10 years consistent missionary efforts, which Mr. Agrawal was not ready to devote that much of time, and still they are struggling to have the mine. Then I have shifted to Usha Martin, where I have been given an opportunity to lead the mining division of Usha Martin. That's a wire rope manufacturer. There also I have delivered the business results, but somehow or other, Usha Martin was not able to cope the downturn of steel and coal block cancellation and all those things. So they have very much stress on their balance sheet. So they have hyped up their steel business and sold it to Tata. This is my professional journey. As such, on the family front, I am blessed with 2 sons. We are resident of Rajasthan. So I spent almost initial 30 years in Rajasthan only. Then I have worked for Hindalco in Jharkhand for 8 years. Then again 5 years in Jharkhand for Usha Martin and Tata's. Then also worked in Odisha for 2 years for Aditya Birla and Vedanta. And in Chhattisgarh also for 1 year. Right now I am settled in Udaipur. I am having 2 sons. Both are IIT graduates from Kharagpur. And older son is already in Bangalore. He can just, he's earned a very good fame. He was appeared in Forbes for 30 under 30 in 2016. This is food delivery business. This concept has been brought by them. They were a first company, Roadrunner, which started this concept in 2015 when food delivery was very new to India. They have created a very good company, and then that company was acquired by Zomato. So currently he is having stakes in Zomato, but now then he came out of Zomato, he's worked for Booking.com, and again he has made a new startup on labor space. And he has also raised funding of almost $3 million as a seed funding. So he is working at Bangalore. And younger one, he has also graduated from IIT Kharagpur, same branch. And he's currently working for a small case. That's a financial space company. Basically, you can say smaller ticket PMS they are providing. That's also a good company in the tech space. And almost earlier he has worked for Flipkart also. From the campus, both have been placed in Flipkart. So both sons are well settled. So as such, these are the families only. And wife is a housewife. And she is giving a good support in all these times, even in tougher times of this career break or what I can say, whatever it is.
Right. Wonderful, wonderful. So how old are you now?
I'm 54 right now.
54. All right. Well, I can tell you that, it's only natural that after a while in every company, you kind of settle into a point where there's no new challenges.
Yes.
And I have, seen and worked with several professionals who go through that. This is where, the SPD model is very helpful, because the SPD model keeps you ahead of the game. It allows you every year to continue to define the strategic direction in which the company should move, and what are the new challenges and the new opportunities given the market conditions that will be confronting the company. And in accordance with that, somebody like yourself, who's a senior leader, will really be able to plant the right seeds to be able to keep your own, work profile very charming, very engaging, by taking a strategic, leadership role in how to shape the company as it grows and goes forward, even beyond the 4 or 5 years, which is very typical when you keep thinking as an employee. But when you start thinking as an employerpreneur, that is where you make the jump from just being in a role which you consider service to being a role where you start thinking of yourself as that enlivening force behind the business, to be able to give direction to where the enterprise should go in the future. Really build something that is beyond yourself. And, as you said, you've started watching Level 3. So pay a lot of attention to Level 3, because Level 3 has got a 10 process you correctly with this. Because you see, this is a second. While they have taken you because of your transferable skills, there's a lot of accelerated learning that you will have to go through. So, right now, understanding what is the technical subject matter that you have to get up to speed on, learn, and then you will have to analyze what is the strategy that matches the situation, given where they are in their business. And then accordingly, you have to negotiate for your own success, which means being able to have the right conversation with your supervisor, and all of that is described in Level 3. And then understand what are the early wins that you can create, how to build your team, how to create the alliances that you require within the company with third-party vendors and service providers, as well as above and below you in the company. All of this alignment has to work together. And there is a tremendous amount of discipline required to be able to walk this journey as you onboard with the organization, because naturally they are bringing you on board and they are in the process of expansion. As you have told me, they are looking for an IPO in the next 2 years. That is a very exciting time to be at the company, especially somebody that has the financial backing of a group like Jindal's. And secondly, you're also saying that their current capacity is 55 million tons and they want to almost double it. So, this is a very exciting time of growth to be able to read all this that is going on. And somebody of your senior stature should be able to provide the morale, the enthusiasm, the calming influence for this journey to be smooth. So, go through Level 3 and go through Level 3, take a lot of notes, understand the framework of Level 3. Because career transitions are some of the most challenging times for professionals. Because see, you are walking in new to this organization and everybody will be trying to figure out, that Mr. Dave has come and what are the changes that he will bring? How does it impact my life? What are the changes to my everyday working requirements? So, understanding how to go about that process of onboarding is going to be critical, because your early successes or your early failures in onboarding will define, will you be overall successful or not in the position. So, these are the things you have to watch out for. But as you grow into this role and as you take charge and take helm at this new opportunity, I'm sure you will do very well. And then in time, you will set in motion the appropriate strategic planning process that is relevant for the world of today, the post-COVID world of today. And that is where you will utilize the SPT process to, help the organization understand what are the challenges that they are going to face in the coming 1 year. And that is something that will happen consistently. So it will keep your job charming as well, beyond the 3-4 years ceiling that you have noticed in the past. So I think looking at it this way, because see, you're already 54, it would be safe to say that, this is probably the last 10, 12 years of your working life. Yeah. And you really want to make an impact, in this position that you hold. The other thing that I would like to mention here is that if you play the game correctly at this stage of your career, then let me tell you, you will then enter, a stage where a lot of options will open up. Board consulting, senior level industry placements, like, on organizations, like you have, the Chambers of Commerce and ASSOCHAM and NASSCOM and, FICCI and all of these different types of organizations that we have. So think of it as an equivalent to becoming a partner in one of the big four. That is the stage where your gyan carries a lot of value. And for that, at that point, maybe in 8-10 years from now, you should target a remuneration somewhere around, maybe 4 to 5 CR a year. So it is your expertise and your wisdom that will allow you to command that level of financial reward. And also, your live experience in being able to showcase how you took this last opportunity in your career and really built it into a masterpiece. So, in my view, that should be the game plan. I don't know if you've heard the story. There was an aircraft that had some technical trouble and it was not ready to take flight. And they called everybody from the technical department to see what is wrong. Nobody was able to figure it out. So then there was a workshop nearby where this gentleman who had been an aircraft technician for 40 years, he used to run that little workshop and he used to service all of the private planes, that used to fly in and out of that region. So eventually they called that man who had 40 years of experience, and they called him in and they said, something's wrong with the plane. Our engineers cannot figure out what the problem is. Can you help us? So he took about 15 minutes to diagnose what was going on. And then he went into, the engine of the plane and he tightened 2 screws. And then when they tried to check the systems, the avionics of the plane, everything was working perfectly. So, the person who was running the flight center said, wow, experience really matters. And he says, okay, please send us your bill. We'll make sure that it gets paid immediately. So this, old man, he went back and he sent them a bill for, $10,000. And the flight center head said, you just tightened 2 screws. Why have you sent us a bill for $10,000? He says, tightening the 2 screws, I've only charged you $10. $9,990 is knowing which 2 screws to tighten.
Which 2?
Right.
Perfect.
So, the whole thing is that, you carry a lot of life wisdom at this point. You carry a lot of, ability to strategically think around factors at a macro level that can impact an industry. And all of that needs to be showcased appropriately as you build your career from this point forward. You need to start creating more visibility for yourself on social media so that by the time you're ready to retire from this opportunity, you get the right assignments to keep yourself busy, to make sure that the amount of hours that you work is suited to your timetable, not to anybody else's timetable. Because, you know, once you're at that age of 60, 62, you will not want to work a 50, 60-hour work week. You will want to have something that's maybe 20 hours or 30 hours at maximum, and, you know, enjoy the rest of your time, your golden years, your time with your missus, your time with your sons, travel a little bit. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind as you play the game from this point forward.
Fully agree.
Excellent. Well, Karun, it was a pleasure speaking with you. I am so glad that you've been part of the Red Diamonds Army. And if there's anything else that I can ever help with, please send me an email. You know where to reach me. And I wish you all the very best with this new opportunity.
Thanks a lot. And I will certainly take this privilege that whenever I feel, I certainly drop a mail and try to have a connect with you, to have a word of wisdom.
It would be a pleasure.
That's really great.
All right. All the best. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.